Hi, this is Matt Donegan from Business Spotlight. I'm here with Nishit of SWS Marketing. Nishit, tell me about you and tell me about your business, please.
Yes, good day, everybody. So my name is Nishit Kotak. I'm one of the co-founders of Strategic Web Success Group. We're a digital marketing agency based in London. And for the past decade, we've specialized in reputation marketing, lead generation, SEO, and Google Maps marketing, amongst other digital marketing services.
Okay,
And our agency focuses on serving businesses within the hospitality and the medical, dental, beauty, aesthetic sectors, helping them achieve their marketing goals.
that's fantastic. So you already know what your niche is. You've already niched down in terms of your sectors. I often see with marketing businesses that they tend to go quite wide. What made you go narrow initially?
Well, when we started 10 years ago, we were focusing on reputation marketing. It was a fairly new concept. The only people doing reviews were people like Yale.com or TripAdvisor, and then Google got into the game. And suddenly, overnight, 80 million businesses had their reputation naked for everybody to see online. And we looked at the data, and the data showed that the most searched for in terms of reviews, the category is hospitality. So we naturally gravitated to that, and we've focused on that ever since, and it's been doing well because wherever you go to book a hotel or you book a restaurant or go to a venue, you would check out their reviews before you sort of make that booking.
So did you start with the concept of starting a reputational marketing business, or did you start with we're gonna start a marketing business and then you fell into the reputation side? What came first? What came first?
So yes, that's a very good question. So I was doing SEO before, and I figured out that Google Maps was a very easy thing to rank with rather than the organic search engine results. So I was training on Google Maps how to promote businesses online. And then when Google came up with this Google Plus thing that they had some years back, that brought the reviews right under the domain for everybody to see. And so I spotted a gap in the market. I saw that nobody in the digital marketing space is doing it as a company. Only the big players established like Yale or TripAdvisor and them lot were doing it, or Amazon. But for local businesses, Google was really muscling in. And so we spotted that opportunity. And so we started with reputation just to set ourselves apart from the other people in the same space.
Right. That's very sharp. Spotting an opportunity, seeing what the niche is. Have you got plans to expand outside of those specific sectors into different sectors, or are you looking to go deeper into the sectors you're already in?
So we read a book called Built to Sell,
Yeah.
and that basically gave us a direction at the start that you need to be a specialist in a certain thing. However, you know what happened down the road over a couple of years? We realized that the actual customer base, although we specialized in reputation, the customer base only were interested in one thing, generating leads. And so that required multiple avenues of doing that. We couldn't just do it with reputation alone. So rather than lose customers because they're dissatisfied with a half baked solution for them, we had to then become a generalist in terms of the services we provide. But the niche we focused down on was hospitality and the sort of beauty, dental, aesthetics kind of industry. But being in the business world, we get referrals from a lot of our current customers, and those referrals could be to businesses in different industries. So we don't say no. We take on the clients that we get as referrals, but we actively pursue the ones that we are interested in the niche that we spoke about.
Right. Okay. That's interesting. That's interesting. It's about really knowing your customer, isn't it? Great book, by the way, Built to Sell.
Yes.
That's been one of my list for many years. So what's the business journey been like since you started? Has it been rapid growth? Did you find your niche and drive into it and start mining that really effectively? What's the growth phase has been like in the company?
Well, our growth journey, I can say, has been both challenging and rewarding. So we started with a small, passionate team. We were just two of us, two co-founders, and we've grown steadily over the years. Of course, COVID really threw a curveball at us, because if you can imagine our client base being mainly hospitality, that was closed down. And so we had, I think, a point in time when the lockdowns happened where we lost, I would say, about 75% of our client base overnight. And so that was a real challenge. But what we did is we kept in touch with the clients. We helped them navigate, because at the start, nobody knew how long the lockdowns were going to be. But eventually they realized that the lockdowns are going to be a bit longer. And so they had to pivot, or at least communicate with their customers and let them know what's happening, the regulations that they're going to have in place, etc. And so we started helping them with that kind of messaging and nurtured them back into the fold, so as to say. And so we retained eventually quite a good number of clients. And since then, what we've done is we've expanded to a client base of, I think, about 170 clients in about 18 countries. And so you can say our growth is characterized as steady and strategic, reflecting a commitment to sustainable success.
Yeah, that's very smart. Lots of businesses would want to leap forward at 100 miles per hour, but it sounds like you've done the right thing. So how many countries?
About 18 countries. So in fact, yesterday we just signed up a new client in the US, in California as well.
That is fantastic. How do you find yourself marketing in international markets?
So we have a couple of strategies. One, we realized that we cannot reach everywhere. So we've sort of got an affiliate model. So we work with graphic designers, web designers, and other people in the marketing space who have access to the kind of clientele that we are looking for. So what would happen, for example, for a web designer, they would design the website, and then there's no further income out of that website. So by having an affiliate partnership with us, or a reseller partnership with us, what happens is they can make sure that website that they designed will actually bring some good results for the customer, and also generate some revenue for themselves.
Yeah.
So that's one model. The other was we leveraged networking groups. And so we are members of BNI. We have several members within BNI in different chapters. And so that's a great sort of way to get access to both the affiliate partners as well as end customers and referral introductions.
Right.
And that's the reason we have been able to cover many countries, is because we have partnerships in different countries.
Yeah.
That opens doors for us.
Yeah.
But we do have staff here in the UK, in Kenya, in Nigeria, in Philippines, in India, in the USA. And so we have people on the ground, salespeople, as well as customer service, project management. And that's been a good thing for us, because as we grow and expand, we are across different time zones. So we have different staff who are able to manage different interactions for customers.
What do you find the biggest challenge in your business then? Because when you have so many resources in different countries, to different time zones, culturally different as well, content works very different in the UK to other countries. And every country has got its idiosyncrasies. How do you find managing your workforce?
So we have at our company something as an ethos that we follow, and every staff member who comes on board has to follow this. We have something we call CHOPS, and that stands for customer oriented, honesty, being organized, high performance, and believing in self-development. So with those things, we are able to make sure that all the staff are of good caliber. And then the next thing is standardizing your operating procedures. So we document things. I used to work with a global ISO standards company before, so I understand the importance of documenting and having systems in place, because that's eventually what is going to help your business to grow. And if you want to sell the business ahead, that's what's going to improve the valuation as well. So in terms of staffing, that's what we do. Standard operating procedures. We have weekly staff meetings to make sure everything's on board. We have different sectors, so we make sure that we've got project management, we've got customer support, we've got IT support, and so everybody talks to each other, make sure that there's good teamwork within the whole team. And then, of course, comes the business-facing side of challenges. So one of the main challenges has been keeping pace with the rapidly evolving digital marketing landscape. So staying ahead of the curve in terms of trends, technologies, best practices requires constant learning and adaptation. So that's been something which is interesting to always focus on. So for example, when I said I love working on Google Maps, I started as a Google local guide, which is basically a volunteer program where somebody would go and help Google update Google Maps. I did that probably about 7 years ago, and there were about 5 million of us in the program at that time. Today, there are 150 million local guides around the world. And I think I've been in the top 10% in London for the past 5 years or something like that.
Congratulations.
And yeah, and so my contributions on Google have been viewed over 240 million times. So that's simply just a quick demonstration of how, technologies can be harnessed.
Yeah.
And then the last thing is, scaling the business is another challenge. So maintaining the high quality personalized services that our clients have come to expect whilst we scale, that was another challenge as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So having a vision, a strong culture, meeting rhythm inside the business, something that a reinforcement of your values all the way through. It's classic, standard, well, not standard, but it's classic good management of any company. It's the spine of any company. Did you start that from the beginning, or was that something
No.
you implemented over time?
No. It came from the school of hard knocks. So the first couple of, there is no training available for the kind of stuff we do. There is theory. Theory does not fly when it comes to running the business. So we did take on help. We did get some mentoring from Harrow Council. We did get help from the mentoring section. We did get another mentor that we'd hired as well. We've used coaches in the past as well. And at different stages, they helped us propel the business forward, put into place systems and strategies. And those are the important things that, make the business stick around for the long term.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, everything that you're talking about would be things that we would always advise putting in place for every single one of our clients. It's brilliant that you're running them. And the school of hard knocks is, it's a tough place to be sometimes. The exams are hard, right?
Absolutely. You do pay the price at the time.
You certainly do. So what's your biggest challenge at the moment then?
I would say the biggest challenge at the moment is dealing with the changing landscape when it comes to AI. For me, it's absolutely wonderful. It's helped me shortcut the amount of time taken to do certain client tasks. Our current pivot actually has been to move from just simply reputation and SEO and Google Maps to actually going to proper lead generation with an AI virtual receptionist. So what we've developed is now, in the last year, we developed a CRM that is taking all the 10 years of experience that we've got. So to give you context, we used to have leads coming in through the search engine optimization. We used to have leads coming in through Google My Business, leads coming in through Google, like Google ads, Facebook ads, web chat. There'd be pop-up lead forms. There'd be various different ways we'd be driving traffic. But these systems don't talk to each other. And so what would happen is we've got a fragmented data and the client has got no traceability or tracking of what's going on. So the new lead generation system leverages one main thing that every single business in the UK should be aware of. The single biggest cause of lost business in the UK at value of about 30 billion a year is a very simple thing. It's missed calls. We have something called...
Shit, I lost you there. What happened?
I don't know, it said recording stopped and then came back again.
Yeah, very odd. Right, we'll pick up where we were. So
Sure, I'll start again.
because that was fascinating. I was on the edge of my seat there. So please, you have something called.
So we have something called an AI virtual receptionist. And what it does is it helps businesses to recover or lost business opportunities through phone calls which are missed. So the single biggest cause of lost business in the UK, valued at about 30 billion a year, is missed calls. And the figures show that if you do not call that missed caller back within 5 minutes, your chances of getting them as a client go down by 80%.
Wow.
So using our virtual AI chatbot, we have developed a multi-channel strategy. So the AI chatbot can sit on your website on a web chat, engage with people, answer questions, book people in, and do various things like qualifying them as a lead, connect them to our lead generation CRM so that they can go into sales pipeline and things like that. It can also work across Facebook, Instagram, Google My Business, SMS, WhatsApp, and help you respond immediately to queries where you may not have a chance to do so. This is perfect for people who are busy, on the go. Tradespeople come to mind very frequently.
Yeah.
Because they're on the go and they're fitting something, they don't have time to answer the call. Chances are they would lose that opportunity that's just come into them.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's brilliant. And you've been rolling that out over
So
how?
it's been a year. So what we did is we first did a beta test. So it was not easy to sort of just approach our current clients with this thing because I didn't want to rock the boat with them. So what we ended up doing is we hired somebody in the Philippines and she did some cold calling, set up some 2-week trials, and we started onboarding clients from there. And then we got the feedback from the clients, and we were able to tweak our system and update it. And we took on some technology partners who helped us expand the capacity of our CRM to take on more things. So we quickly realized the pain points of the businesses, and now we are able to offer solutions in a one package that sort of covers the needs of the businesses.
That sounds brilliant. That sounds like a very scalable thing as well. Are you looking for scale on an operation like that?
So this is correct. So when we were looking at the business model, the idea is all based on a monthly recurring revenue stream.
Yeah.
The stick factor, how long the clients stay with you, is very important. So you don't want churn. Our longest client who stuck with us was about 10 years. They started with us from day one, and the only reason they left was because they are unwell and they sold their business to somebody else who also happens to have a digital marketing business. So they're obviously doing their own marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So 10 years is a pretty good time for somebody who's not in a long-term contract with us, this 30-day rolling. The only reason they will stick around is if they're getting more than what they pay for.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, yeah, so for us, getting people to stick around was important. And so scale is the next thing. So the only way to scale is if you can automate and you can have a lot of simple ways to expand. And so with this kind of a CRM, we've got what we call a business in a box model. So it's got all the things that a business would need. All I have to do is plug and play. So I set up a new account, install this sort of version of a small business in a box into their account, and then I tweak it to be personalized for their sort of business. So it cuts down setup time considerably. With the CRM, we are now able to track our own lead management. So when we do outreach to customers, one of the things many businesses fail at is follow up.
Yeah.
So with a lead pipeline, we are now able to see where our leads are, what value they're at, where is the money stuck. And that's helped us with a tremendous amount of clarity on where we are going with our lead generation efforts as a company ourselves.
Yeah.
And the other thing that's really transformed things for me is the platform offers you payment integration. So now you can do pay by text, pay by link, pay by QR code, recurring invoices, single invoices, products. We can do pay on a phone, we can collect donations. So it expands such a lot of things for all the clients and for us. And the latest innovation is, you know how we normally would pay by phone. You tap your phone to pay at say, a supermarket or a petrol station.
Yes. Yeah.
Now we have the ability to tap to receive. So if you're a person who's got a small stall at a market place and you don't know how to collect money, you don't need a reader, you don't need anything like a card machine to hire. Just on your phone, you can get somebody else to tap their phone or their card, and you'll be able to receive money as well.
Wow.
Which is going to be a game changer.
Is that your technology?
So this is actually a technology that's just been released on both Apple Pay and Google Pay.
Right.
So it relies on the phones to be able to accept the payments. And that was released, I think, about a couple of weeks back. So we've already had clients successfully test this. And there's also one more thing, which is called pay by link. So if you don't have an e-commerce store, say you're a coach, all you have to do is when you sign up somebody, you can send them a link, and they will have details of the package that you've got, and they will put their card details in, and that's it. You don't need some e-commerce store or fancy invoicing system. It's all there.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So you're embracing technology, you're using it to create leverage for your clients and for your own business. So it looks like you're in a really hyper growth phase at the moment as well. So you're rolling that out. Would you have done anything differently over the last 10 years?
Well, I would have told my younger self to, embrace every opportunity to learn and be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire. You got to be happy doing what you're doing. I mean, last night I signed up this client who was at like 11:30 my time, but she's in the US. It's afternoon for her. So if you enjoy that kind of stuff, then you don't mind doing the 11:30 meeting, because it's the excitement of having your first client for that side,
Yeah.
So it's all that side of things. And I'd also stress the importance of resilience, hard work, and maintaining a curious and open mind, because these are the qualities that are crucial for overcoming the challenges that are no doubt you're going to face, on the road to success.
Yeah. A curious and open mind. That's brilliant. I think you're absolutely right when you're running any business. With that in mind, you mentioned Built to Last. Was there another book along your journey that opened your mind and thought, wow, was there a moment where the lights went on?
Yep. So we've got a fellow called Alex Hermosi. He's got a couple of books, 100 million leads, $100 million leads, and so on.
Yeah.
I'm reading one. I'll just show you briefly. I'm reading this one at the moment. This is $1 Million Weekend.
Okay.
This is by Noah Kagan, who's set up, I think, $7 or $8 million businesses himself.
Right.
And so, yeah, we read and we constantly make sure that we do our best to be the leaders for the team that they look up to.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, Alex Hormozy, $100 million leads and $100 million deals.
Yes.
He's got another one coming out as well soon. Great. We love Alex Hormozy. He's wonderful. I think he may well be speaking at our BizX
Oh, nice.
exhibition pretty soon, and I'm sure your connections with Action Coach will keep you informed of that. He's a really, really powerful speaker.
Yes.
So are there any other plans you would like to share? Because it sounds like you've got a lot of stuff going on.
So at the moment, we're just currently exploring new technologies and methodologies in digital marketing to enhance our service offering. So like I said, it includes leveraging AI and machine learning for more effective campaign management and personalization. It's a big thing to do this personalization thing. I'll give you an example. Just something like a missed call text back. You would typically expect to receive a text message that says, "Hi there, sorry, we are unable to get to your call. Please let us know how we can help, or click this link to book a call, a meeting with our team." Now that in itself is good, but if you were to personalize it, this is what would happen. It would check whether you are open at the moment. So what is your opening hours? So if you are open, then it will give you one message. And if you are closed, it will say, "Sorry, we are closed. We'll get in touch with you tomorrow." Or if it's weekend, it'll say, "Sorry, we're closed for the weekend. We'll contact you on Monday." if it is you have the name of the person who's calling in your database, then it should personalize with the name in the text message. You say, "Hi Nishit, sorry, we're closed at the moment. We'll get in touch with you tomorrow."
Yeah.
That is very important for us. So personalization, I think, is the way forward. And additionally, we're planning to expand our footprint by entering new markets and further specializing our services, to meet the evolving needs of our clients in the hospitality and healthcare sectors. And one last thing I will say is that we, over the years, I've been a Google product tester. So I've tested, I think, about 4 or 5 different products before they launch in the market. Currently, we're testing 2 products for the hotel markets to do with Google Ads. And where I see AI is like sort of embraced by these kind of industries, I'll give you a very quick example. We have a client who's a commercial cleaning company based in London. They were running ads. They were being managed by a large PPC company. And we came in and we gave them a couple of tips. One was to use what is called a negative keyword list. And that sort of stops the ad from being seen by people who are never going to buy, but you end up paying for that click. So it saves you a lot of money. Now, you might have a list that you can think of, maybe 500, 1,000. If you do research and you do whatever, maybe 1,500. But you will run out of keywords to think of that you can block people. And you don't have the data behind those keywords as well. You're just guessing. So what we've done is we've partnered up with one of the world's former largest PPC agencies for agencies like us. And they've released some AI-based tools and AI machine learning kind of tools. So they have live data to thousands of Google Ads accounts, and they've got an accumulated database of over 260 million keywords with live data showing which ones are converting, which ones are not. And it's shocking how few keywords actually convert and how the vast majority are non-converting.
Wow.
So what we did for these guys is we connected our tool to their platform, and we ran a test from June 1st till end of January. And we saw a savings of £8,000 on their ad spend within that period of time, just leveraging this one simple technique for them. Wow. So AI is something certainly we are having a big push on, and it'll come in various ways of implementation as well.
That sounds absolutely fascinating and really exciting, actually, really exciting. I can already think of a number of businesses I'm working with at the moment that could definitely utilize that. And who doesn't want to spend less on Google, right? Apart from Google.
Absolutely.
They'd like us to keep on spending more. So
well, they have a pretty good business model. I think they make 54 billion a year.
Yeah, they're not doing too bad. I won't be losing any sleep over a slight reduction in their income. So look, thanks so much for your time. It's been absolutely fascinating. I definitely want to keep in contact with you. I want to hear how the business is growing and developing. And there's the products that you have. As I say, I think there are opportunities for many, many businesses, many of which I work with already. So that's going to be fantastic. So I really want to keep in contact with you. Thanks so much for your time, Nishit. It's been absolutely fascinating.
Thank you for hosting.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.